Greetings, internetizens. This is Elmerthien playing Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. In the last episode, Maya and the Professor started investigating the realm of the Shades, which is just outside of town and ruled over by the Great Witch. It's probably Darklaw, but she is okay with us investigating. Now, we're in a place where they're mixing some potions with flowers. But she is locked in her room for some reason. Excuse me. Ah! What gives? Could you please not scare me like that? Our apologies. There seems to be a great many of you gathered here. Has something happened inside? Something did happen. Oh, I can't even think about it. It's just so horrible. Oh, you slowly open the door, and it's like that page turn before the big reveal panel. It almost looks like abstract art until you notice the body parts. So, what is this horrible thing that happened? The mistress, the Great Witch, she's also early? She's gone. Oh, what? Gone. Oh, mistress, I knew something was destined to happen. I felt a premonition most disturbing. How? How did this happen? I saw no one enter or leave this room. The entrance to the room was sealed shut. Where could she have gone? Oh, is that blood? Or is it just some red flower juice? Oh, someone's been ripping and tearing. Does she have any cool transformations? That's... Whoa! No kidding, Professor! It would seem the Shades made quite a mess searching for the Great Witch. Let us inquire with everyone in the room to get a better understanding of the situation at hand. Interrogate all the witnesses. Right, how about we start with that shade over there? A good suggestion, Miss Faye. Excuse me? Do you think we could ask you a couple of questions? Sure. What is it? It's not like I'm busy or anything. Could you perhaps describe to us what you saw when you entered the room? Yes, we all heard what sounded like a fight happening on the other side of the door. No matter how many times we called out to the mistress, there was no reply. We thought something might have happened to the mistress, so we forced the door open. But when we got inside, she was nowhere to be found. You say she was nowhere to be found? And was the door closed the whole time? Yes, it was most certainly closed. but somehow the mistress managed to disappear. So let me get this straight. She disappeared from a sealed room, and then the room was found in a big mess. Professor, you know what this means? This means magic must be behind it. What? Maybe she ripped herself in half somehow? Or unfused into two separate entities that both ran off and are now hiding behind that cloths or in the walls. This is quite a peculiar situation. The Great Witch mentioned having to meet with a visitor. Do you happen to know if that person was in this room? A visitor. I faintly remember a visitor. I do remember hearing another voice. Oh yeah, so there is another person, so maybe it's the Great Witch and the visitor hiding in the walls. To be honest, I didn't actually see them. And there are no other exits present in this room, is that correct? Correct. This main door is the only one. Okay, so the Great Witch and her visitor both disappeared from the room. And even with all of these shades around, no one saw a single person enter or leave the room. Or perhaps, Miss Faye, this visitor simply managed to stay incognito during the ensuing commotion. Oh, they put on the cloak and the mask. That is one possibility. Huh? What do you mean, Professor? No one has seen the visitor prior to the incident. So even if that person was seen in this room, clearly no one would have realized it was them. But wouldn't an outsider stick out like a sore thumb here? All of the shades are dressed the same. Indeed, any outsider would certainly stand out. I imagine the shades would be quick to apprehend them. However, what if this person were to disguise themselves as a shade? But what about the person whose cloak they stole? Oh, you could be right. Maybe they disguised themselves as a shade right before the others came into the room. Precisely. The rather disheveled appearance of this room would immediately draw one's attention, thus providing the perfect distraction for the culprit to hide. Okay, so where's this visitor now? No one has left this room since we entered. Therefore, he or she must still be in this very room. Alright then, let's hurry up and catch them. In order to do that, we must question everyone currently present in the room and gather some information. What do you mean? My apologies for troubling you once again. Could you please gather together everyone who entered the room? Yes, right away. Listen to their comments. Work out the order that they entered the room. The first one is the culprit. Somewhere in front and behind me. You were in between these two. One of the small ones came third. He who stood ahead of me did not resemble me in size or stature. Tall and skinny. There was already someone in front of me. And arrived. Last to arrive, huh? Right? Let's see. Tall and skinny, probably. Last to arrive, right? Somewhere in front and behind. Huh?
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills.
Oh,
Come what
first
may,
try.
puzzles are there to be solved.
Big guy was the culprit.
It would appear you are not quite the same as the other shades present in this room.
What if it's Zack?
The one who was in this room with the Great Witch was you, was it not?
Impressive work, Sir Top Hat.
It's Zack.
What? Well, what are you doing here?
The Great Witch's visitor was in fact you, Inquisitor Barnum.
I have to say, that logic of yours is still as keen as ever, Sir Top Hat.
Interesting that an Inquisitor is visiting the Great Witch. Tell me, do you have an idea who she might be? Is it Darklaw?
Logic coupled with careful, precise thinking can topple any mystery. So tell us, what exactly are you doing here in this place?
I might ask the same of the two of you. How can it be that both of you are still alive?
Oh. Oh, did you climb down the elevator hole?
You were turned into a gold statue, and was she not sent to the flames as a witch?
How did you get here?
Hey, I am not a witch.
This must be the Great Witch's handiwork as well.
What? No way. Inquisitor Barnum? You didn't... Did you kill the Great Witch?
Did you die?
What on earth are you talking about? I remember doing no such thing.
You wretched liar. What have you done with the mistress?
Spare me. The condition of this unkempt room is but the result of its equally unkempt master.
Insolence! None shall speak ill of the mistress!
Please stay calm. Inquisitor Barnum, please tell us the state in which you found this room. Tell us what happened here.
It would seem the presence of an Inquisitor has fouled the atmosphere with the stench of distrust. Very well. I will tell you what I know.
I did not think the situation would devolve to such a state. I only came seeking the one that could cast some light on the doubts that plague my mind. And just who is this mysterious one? You cannot say. Very well. Please continue, Inquisitor. I followed them and was led here to this strange forest. That is why I was here. I was aiming to put a stop to whatever plan the Great Witch was attempting to concoct. So you disguised yourself in their robes and made your way here to this room in hopes of foiling her plans. All those who doubt the storyteller and speak ill of his word are a threat to all of Labyrinthia and its citizens. You're suspicious of Darklow, aren't you? Of course, the witch refused to speak with me, and as I reached for my sword, I lost consciousness. Perhaps it was one of her detestable magic spells. Magic? Lies! Your words are nothing but lies. I am true to my word. That was what happened before you first opened the door. That is why I lost sight of the Great Witch and was left stranded in this room. I attempted to make my escape a quick one, in order to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. If you lost consciousness, then you did not see the Great Witch disappear. Is that correct? Regrettably so. Liar! You did it! Because of you, the Great Witch is... How many times must you accuse me? A court knight is always true to his word. Wait! And how do you explain all this blood everywhere? Actually, I do not believe this is blood. What? I did not draw my sword. No blood should have been spilled. Well then, what is it? It could be that strange liquid we saw the shades brewing earlier. Oh, I think you're right. It sure smells like it. Perhaps one of these jars containing the liquid was knocked over during the struggle. The liquid must have splattered into the middle of the room, thus creating the scene we now see before us. I see. Now that you mention it, it does seem like... It does look like there's a broken jar on the floor over there. But can there really have been no other way for the Great Witch to have escaped? According to the shades, there is not. And is the answer not clear? She must have used magic to disappear. Not quite. Magic is not the only method through which one can exit a locked room. Hey! Are you saying this whole thing is like one giant puzzle, Professor? Maybe there's a secret exit. She has managed to disappear out of a locked room with no apparent exits. No other apparent exits. What other methods could there be? Regardless, we must search the room thoroughly for any clues. You got it, Professor. I'm positive there's a clue or two lying around here somewhere. Indeed, Miss Faye. Shall we begin? Oh, what could this be? Did you find something, Professor? Miss Faye, please come and take a look at this. It's a throne. This throne does not appear to have any of the red liquid on it. Sure looks that way. However, if we just move this to the side... Ah! It must have gotten shoved here during Inquisitor Barnham's mad struggle. But what does this mean? This throne does not have a single drop of the red liquid on it, yet the wall behind it does. Why do you think that is? Well, because the throne was in a different spot when Inquisitor Barnham was having the fight of his life. Very sound reasoning, Miss Faye. And who do you think could have moved it? Well, it must have been Inquisitor Barnham when he was battling it out tooth and nail. It was not a battle fought with either teeth or nails, and I have no recollection of moving this throne at any stage. In other words, the only one who could have moved this throne was the Great Witch herself. She is in the walls. and I believe moving this throne is in some way connected to what she did next. What she did next? Oh, you mean her little disappearing act. Wielding that logic you love so much. But remember, this is the Great Witch we are discussing. She could have easily used a magic spell to disappear. Lies! The mistress's disappearance is your doing. You will return her at once. Please, bring her back to us. You detestable knight. We won't forget this. Fight? Hold on a second. Wow, where did you guys get those weapons? Tell us what really happened here. Tell us. There is nowhere for you to run. Oh, this is not good. Inquisitor Barnum looks about ready to rip them to shreds. Listen well, servants of the Great Witch. If you seek the truth, you must find it yourselves. Wow, no wonder Inquisitor Barnum is so famous around town. He truly is an incredible knight. I cannot waste any more time here. I must make haste and return to protect the storyteller. Sir Tophead, it was a pleasure crossing swords with you once again. An honor, Inquisitor Barnum. Miss Fay. Yeah? Your courageous act of bravery are worth of my respect and admiration. A courageous act of bravery? That is all for now. Until next time, farewell. He's gone. Perhaps the good Inquisitor has anticipated the Great Witch making another appearance. He must have thought it's more important to work out her next move, rather than dwell on how she disappeared. Inquisitor Barnum is set on ensuring the storyteller's safety and continuing the fight against the witches. He is quite determined to stay true to his responsibility as an Inquisitor. Miss Fay, let us have one more good look around the room. Right, let's find some clues. We are certain to find something that can solve the mystery of how the Great Witch managed to seemingly disappear. Let's continue our investigation. Hey, Professor, take a look at the wall where the chair was. Doesn't it look like that the wall could be a door leading to a secret passage? As I suspected, it would seem that the Great Witch did not really disappear into thin air, although it is still unknown by what method she was able to make Inquisitor Barnum lose consciousness. We can assume she took advantage of the situation and escaped through the secret passage. She put a spell asleep back during her first appearance. But Professor, even if we go after her now, do you think we'd catch her? What should we do? I believe she intended for us to discover this secret passage. It would seem she has us right in the palm of her hand. However, if we are to discover the truth, we must continue to move forward. You said it. All right. Let's get going, Professor. Oh, are we switching perspectives again? Still these two.
Who would have thought something like this would exist underground? This place is totally different from Labyrinthia. It kind of looks like something straight out of a history book.
Ancient ruins. That's the professor's specialty, right?
A long-forgotten remnant of the past. It does stir up a desire to explore.
Come on, Professor. Let's go explore this place.
I'm afraid that finding the Great Witch is our utmost priority, Miss Fay.
Okay, in that case, let's hurry up and catch her so we can do some serious exploration of these ruins.
Indeed. Archaic ruins are my speciality, after all.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot you're an archaeologist, Professor.
Now then, shall we begin our search?
Why is the water glowing? Is there some magical blue liquid in it? Maybe this is an ancient tomb. It could be haunted. This door won't budge. It looks like it needs a key to open. I betcha the Great Witch is on the other side of this door. Yes, that is a possibility. However, there is still another room nearby that we have yet to explore. Okay, Professor, we should go check out that other room first then. But wait, this is a new chapter. Maybe there's new puzzles in the woods rooms. Oh, come on, nothing new. The ceiling is pretty high. There's some flames. Who's keeping these fires? Probably the Great Witch and her minions. It's our boat. That's the way to the next room, right? Oh, this one's well lit. I wonder what this room is. There are stone statues everywhere. Say, Professor, is it me, or do these statues all look really sad? I agree. There is a certain air of sadness to them. They almost seem to be in pain. Oh, are you saying this might not just be a tomb, but also a torture chamber? Bruv, they're giving me the chills. It might also be the cold water running down from the ceiling. Oh, come on, Professor. I know being creeped out by statues seems kinda silly, but you don't have to laugh at me. No, Miss Fay, that was not me. So glad you could finally make it, Professor Layton. As I thought, it was you that led us here. Tell us, what secret lies within these rooms? Now, I think you're capable of journeying to the beginning and finding out the truth all on your own. The beginning. Have you ever wondered why the storyteller started writing the story in the first place? To flex his creative muscles? More importantly, why does he continue to write it? He's high on power. The answers to these questions are located within these very ruins. If that is true, then might I ask why you are sharing this information with us? Simple. I want you to get closer to the truth. I'm afraid you'll have to work out the rest for yourselves, but I'm sure that's child's play for a gentleman of your caliber. What exactly are you plotting? When the light of truth shines upon the hidden darkness of the first story, the legendary figure will arise. Oh no, the great witch Bezella. Huh? But you're Bezella, aren't you? Me, Bezella? I hate to disappoint you, but you've got the wrong person. Yeah, but the Shades were calling you the Great Witch. Ah, yes, they did indeed call me by such a name. However, that was for an entirely different reason. I'm afraid she is correct, Miss Faye. This person is not Bezella. Huh? The real Bezella would never expose herself so freely. It would place her in far too much danger. It would be tantamount to turning herself in. Also, there was something very strange about those shades in the forest. Yeah, she can brainwash people. Strange? One must wonder why they would consider her the Great Witch when there is no magic present here. Is it just some weird title? Is it just a cult thing? Ah, that's true. So much has happened so far, but none of it was related to any magic. When we met in the Eldritch Woods, and even now, you had something you wanted us to find. If you were truly Bezella, there would be no reason for you to lead us along in such a manner. That is correct. I am not Bezella. Rather, I actually wish to meet with Bezella. And that moment will soon come to pass. Oh, you want to be Bezella's consort. The truth lies with your cute new friend. Until we meet again. Please wait. We're not finished yet. I can't hear her voice anymore. I think she's gone. It would appear so. That witch wasn't Bezella after all, huh? It would seem our Great Witch has been demoted to a mere witch. Oh man! And here I thought we finally managed to catch Bezella. Remember what she said, Miss Faye. When we find the truth, we will find Bezella. Say, Professor, when we do find the real Bezella, do you think this will finally be over? I mean, everything. The witch trials, the fake fire pit, do you think it will all finally come to an end? Yes, I do. Bezella is at the root of all disaster in the Labyrinthia. If we catch her, then everything should come to an end. The final boss of the game, as it were. Then we know what we've got to do. Let's go, Professor. Maybe there's a clue or two around in these ruins somewhere. Of course, we cannot afford to stop just yet. Let us move on, Miss Faye. Huh? I wonder what that sparkly thing was just now. Oh, something seems to have fallen. It appears to be a key. You think the witch dropped it? Judging by the patterns on this key, it would appear to have some sort of connection to these ruins. Yeah, it definitely does. Remember that huge door back near the entrance? Could it be a boss door? Oh wait, no. We can't just have a 3-room dungeon. I bet it's related to that door. My spirit medium's instinct is never wrong. Oh, maybe the room is full of corpses. Spirit medium's instinct, you say? Well then, let us head back and check. Yeah, but you know, that witch must be pretty absent-minded to just drop her key like that. That's something Nick would do. I'm not sure that's entirely the case. Perhaps she intended to drop it here. Really? But why would she do that? She's stringing us along for some time, for some reason, so we can continue to move deeper inside the ruins naturally. Oh, you mean she's trying to lead us to the beginning? Yes, precisely. Boy, she really wants us to find this truth. Huh? Whatever that may be. We could not have asked for a better clue, even if there is an ulterior motive behind it. If it is the truth she would like us to find, then we must be prepared to face it. Alright, hold on to your head, Professor, because the Order of the English Gentleman and Feisty Spirit Medium is coming through. Haha, a most ambitious title if there ever was one. Let us head to the entrance, Miss Faye. Right. Mr. Wright, we made it outside. The coast looks clear. Ow! Sheesh, my back is killing me. I think that elderly woman has left for a break now. To be honest, I was a little nervous there for a second. By the way, where are we? Espella, do you know? No, I've never seen this place before. Oh, the flowers. There isn't a forest like this anywhere in Labyrinthia. He must have traveled quite a distance. Did you guys see that just now? Huh? These guys are also out of town? My, I wonder who that is. It's quite an odd outfit they have on. Right then, how about I go over and ask where we are? Wait, are you serious? But they're wearing such weird outfits. Now, Mr. Wright, you mustn't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? Wait. Yes. You're making some weird liquid, which disappeared. Found her in the ruins. A key. Poor guy's allergic. Excuse me, could you perhaps tell us where we are? This is Eldritch Woods, an outside world that exists away from the story, an empty world, a world with no official existence, a world unwritten in the annals of history. An outside world? Eldritch Woods? All who dwell in these woods live as shades, each bound to their tasks. What do you mean by their tasks? Could it be, are you new recruits? Why haven't you attended the Great Witch's orientation ritual and got brainwashed again? I mean, Nick has been brainwashed. The Great Witch? I can't help but feel he's giving us the most disapproving looks right now. You must see her right away. We exist to carry out our tasks, nothing more. Hey, wait! He's gone. Well, that was strange. Could that have been? Do you know what that was about, Espla? There is a fairy tale that is often told to the children in Labyrinthia. What kind of fairy tale? It's a story about a secret forest where the souls of witches sentenced to burn in the flames wander around. A secret forest. Those souls cannot be seen by the living, and they say anyone who is able to see them is possessed by the evil spirit. A forest of wandering souls. Maybe this is the forest mentioned in that story. But, I mean, it's just a kid's fairy tale, right? If that story is true, does that mean that person we just spoke to was a witch's spirit? No way. Wait, hold on. Remember how we got here? We came through that cage in the fire pit all the way down here. Which means I think there's a very good chance that witches are connected to this forest. And if I'm right, that means a certain someone must be here somewhere. We're coming for you, Maya. We should go check out the forest then. Mr. Wright, Espela, I hope you're ready. Yes, maybe we'll find clues as to Maya's whereabouts. Yeah. Alright guys, let's get going already. Our first stop is that creepy looking haunted house up ahead. Yeah. Maybe we could get puzzles from some people. Can't go back to town right now. Now let's go to the potion lab. What is this place? It looks like a workshop of some sort. I wonder what's being mixed inside those cauldrons. Well, maybe it's a witch's potion. Hey, do you smell it? Do you think it's coming from the liquid inside? I feel like I've smelled this scent before. Look, I don't think it's a good idea to breathe in too much of this scent. It's probably why all those people are wearing masks. What? Oh yeah, dangerous ingredient. Some kind of dangerous potion maybe. Maybe it's a brainwashing potion. Do you think they could be wearing gas masks? So this room could possibly be a little more than hazardous to our health, huh? I think we'd better move on for now. I think my sinuses are stuffy. Mr. Wright, look! There's another door on the other side of the room. And it looks like there's no toxic gas there. I don't know if I'd call it toxic just yet. Anyway, we need to proceed with our search, so let's go. No matter what happens, the recipe never changes. Red flour, mix in, stir. He's really focusing on stirring whatever is in that pot. Sort of reminds me of Maya whenever she tries to cook soup. Maybe we shouldn't disturb him. I wonder why he's so focused on stirring. Oh, woe is me. What should I do? Is something the matter? The Great Witch has gone missing, but I can't help search for her because I have my tasks to complete. But surely the well-being of the mistress takes precedence over my task. No, I shouldn't abandon my post here. She's going around in circles. What should we do? I'm so conflicted. What should I do? Excuse me? But is this great witch you mentioned called Bezella by any chance? The great witch is the great witch. She is our mistress. Too high an authority to even be referred to by name. Sorta like the Japanese don't refer to their current emperor by name. Oh, great witch, if only I could bring you back to us. But if only I did not have to leave my post. It looks like something big must have happened here. Do you think this has something to do with the Great Witch? Not sure if I want to know, to be honest. But our investigation... I mean, surely there will be information that can be used in a later case. Is that blood? The room is covered with it. What could have happened here? Oh, no, wait. This doesn't seem to be blood. Huh? There. You smell it? It smells like that liquid they're making in the room back there. You know, now that you've mentioned it, I think this is that liquid. Oh, thank goodness. So that probably means no one was hurt here, right? I guess not. Still, something clearly happened here. Huh? Mr. Wright, Espella! Look over there! Is that a secret passage behind the chandelier? Hey, good eye look. Wait, I wonder where it leads. It looks pitch black in there. So, should we go inside? Of course. We're on an investigation, aren't we? Right. What's this? Look, are you scared? You've got it all wrong. I'm perfectly fine in the dark. No problems at all. Right then, I'll be right behind you, Mr. Wright. Yep, he's scared. I'm right behind you as well, Mr. Wright. You're scared too, huh, Espella? Thanks, guys. Who do I get to walk behind then? Wow! Who would have thought there'd be some ancient underground ruins here? Wow! This place is amazing, isn't it? Look at those large pillars and that stream of water. Everything here looks so old. I've never seen anything quite like it. And you say this kind of place is called a ruin, is it? Oh, yeah. I guess you don't really have any ancient ruins like this within Labyrinthia, huh? Ancient ruins. Something wrong, Luke? It's just... this reminds me of the Professor. If he were here, he could tell us anything we wanted to know about these ruins. Ah, that's right. The Professor was an archaeologist. Yeah. Sometimes I can almost hear the Professor's kind words calling out. Even now, I can almost hear his voice. Professor. Me too. I can almost hear the Professor's voice. And Maya's too. I think I hear them as well. Come to think of it, it really is like we can actually hear them. What? Now then, let's check over on that side. Professor, over here. Those voices just now, it has to be. Yeah, there's no mistaking it. Professor! Look, what are you doing here? Did you die? Professor, it's really you. I thought you'd never come back. Even though deep down I believed the spell could be broken somehow. There were times I just wasn't sure it was possible. Professor. I'm so sorry, my boy. I've caused you quite a bit of worry. Professor, you're all right. Professor, what about Maya? I thought I heard her voice too. Ah, yes. Not to worry, Mr. Wright. Rest assured, Miss Faye is just... Yo, Nick! Hey, Nick! Nick! Maya, am I dreaming? Is it really you? Yep. The professor and I are as real can be. You have no idea how relieved I am. Really, I've never been so happy to see you. I'm really sorry, Nick. You must have been worried sick. It just... Well, I wanted to do something to help Espela, you know. No, it's not your fault, Maya. It's mine. It's the system's fault. If only I'd helped you sooner, and none of this would have happened. And you wouldn't have been dropped into that pit of fire. I thought I'd never see you again, Nick. I'm really sorry. Come now. Everyone here did the best that they could. That is what enabled us to power through the hardship and reunite. That is what I believe. Yeah, you're right, Professor. Right you are, Professor. Good old Professor Layton logic. Logic's so good, it'll leave you good as gold, right, Professor? Indeed, Miss Faye. I'm so glad you're all okay. Maya, are you hurt? Are you suffering from any burns? And Professor, has your arm been properly reattached to your body? We're quite alright, Espela, I assure you. You may rest easy. Yeah, look, you're perfectly fine. Oh, thank goodness. Espela! Phew, Espela looks super relieved. We're entirely unharmed, Espela. Please dry your tears. Look what you started, Nick. Everyone got all sappy and now you've made Espela cry. Mr. Wright, a gentleman must never ever make a lady cry. Why is it my fault? Thank you, everyone. Mr. Wright, you keep those two safe and out of harm's way. You kept those two safe and out of harm's way. For that you have my utmost gratitude. No problem, Professor. I honestly couldn't have done it better on my own. Couldn't have done it on my own. Luke and Espela really helped me when I needed it the most. Likewise, I should be thanking you for keeping Maya safe. Thank you so much. Not at all, Mr. Wright. After all, it is a gentleman's duty to help a lady in need. Nick, you should really learn to be a proper gentleman. Like the professor here. Well, I'm not too sure I'd be able to pull off the whole top hat look for one. Mr. Wright, it is an honor to once again team up with you. No matter what challenges may lay in our way, with your help, I am certain we can overcome them. Let us go forth and solve the mystery that is Labyrinthia, shall we? Absolutely. We'll fight for Espela until the very end. Professor, I'm looking forward to working with you and putting an end to this mystery once and for all. It will be my pleasure, Mr. Wright. I see. So that is what happened to Miss Kira. Yeah, that's why I think there's more to the witch trials than meets the eye. Aha! So you figured out there was something fishy with that fire pit. The patented Nick investigation method. Dive head first into a pit and figure out it's not really a pit after all. Proven and tested. Boy, thanks. Anyway, that was how we ended up here. So, what about the Great Witch you said you ran into? We still do not know much about her. However, it seems she was the one responsible for leading us here. She also told us of a place containing many secrets regarding the storyteller's story. A place she refers to as the beginning. The beginning? You're saying my father's secrets are hidden there? As I suspected. You have never heard of this place, correct? That's right. This is also the first time I've ever seen these ruins. I think everyone will be made clear when we get there. Labyrinthia. Even the Great Witch. It is as the Great Witch said it would be. It's a bit scary, to be honest. Huh? I feel as if getting to the bottom of all this and exposing Labyrinthia's secrets will change everything. Knowing my father's secrets, Espella. I think the old me would be absolutely terrified right now. He probably couldn't even go on. But I must stay strong. I must know the truth. I've been so blind to the truth this entire time. Because of you, I'm finally able to see the world for what it really is. It's really why I want to go along with you. We're all in this together. Whoa! Get ready, Espella. This is going to be an adventure you'll never forget. Okay, Maya? I believe that large door on the other side of the room should lead us further inside. In that case, we should investigate immediately, right, Professor? Yes, that's right. I must say I have not seen you so excited in quite a while, my boy. Really? That's because he's just itching to get to solving some puzzles with you, Professor. And we should not delay. Let's investigate that large gate ahead. Past first the other door, right? Now let's check that gate. It's probably a puzzle, right? Yeah. Huh? That's weird. There's no handle. It doesn't look like we'll be able to pull or push the door open. Oh, look! It looks like there's a keyhole. But we don't have a key. Nick, what would you do without me? Zvar, the professor and I found this back in the side room over there. It appears this key belongs to this door. Now watch as Maya the Magnificent works her magic and opens the door. Please hold your applause. Take that! Huh? What seems to be the matter, Miss Faye? What gives? This key won't work. Maybe it's a fake. I like how your first instinct is to think the key is fake instead of just belonging to another door. Let us not hastily jump to any conclusions. Look closely here. It appears this key is part of a puzzle. Right, a puzzle, you say? It would seem our progression will not be as easy as we thought. Alright then, if it's a puzzle that needs solving, that's your cue, Professor. Not quite, Mr. Wright. This puzzle requires your particular expertise. Wait, me? Your unique way of thinking may be crucial to finding the solution. Do not worry, you will do fine. Remember, you have seen many different kinds of puzzles during your time here in Elmerthien. I believe you are now well prepared for tackling any number of puzzles that may come your way. I'm not exactly sure that's true, but if there are any contradictions in this puzzle, I'll do my very best to point them out. There appears to be an intricate keyhole in the middle of the massive door. An inscription on the door reads, "The key to proceeding is in the key." Maya tried unlocking the door with the key, but it wouldn't turn. Try using the key from different angles. What has this got to do with weird courthouse stuff? This isn't the right proportion. Nope. That's what I was trying to do. But maybe we... Yeah. It doesn't seem to work this way. It's too long to fit in the window. I just noticed there's a hold it button.
Hold it!
So, the problem is that we haven't been able to figure out what we have to do past this point. Maybe we should disassemble the key. Have you spotted something, Mr. Wright? Yeah, you could say that. I think we've been thinking about this all wrong. That's why we haven't been able to see the true nature of this puzzle. Excellent, Mr. Wright. Let us clear our heads and give it another go, shall we? The key to proceeding is in the key. This must have something to do with the true nature of the key itself. The true nature of this puzzle lies in the very key itself. I had to go through dialogue to disassemble the key. Take a closer look at the key. Notice the small gaps all around. We just have to move this and... There! The key to the key! So what do we do now? Professor, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Indeed, these pieces appear to fit into something. It's a puzzle within a puzzle. A puzzle within a... Hey, Mr. Wright, that must mean the area around the keyhole is... Exactly. The pieces are the key and the space around the keyhole is the real keyhole. I really needed to go through the dialogue for this. Around the keyhole, right? No, but this looks like an edge piece. Miles edge piece. Where are the corners? Oh, the corners are on that thingy. What is this? No. It's just an abstract jigsaw puzzle.
The answer here is obvious. Puzzle solved. Take that!
Wow, that was awesome! Who'd have thought the key would have a completely different form? Now that's what I call thinking outside the box, Mr. Wright. Now we'll be able to continue through the ruins, and it's all thanks to you, Mr. Wright. I don't really think I did all that much, though. You have my thanks as well, Mr. Wright. Such a unique skill as yours is no small feat, I assure you. With our combined efforts, I am confident we can get to the bottom of the mysteries clouding Labyrinthium. Absolutely, Professor. You know, it's been a good while since we were last able to team up. Indeed. Unfortunately, I've been a little less animate than usual of late. But hey, it all worked out in the end, and it's all thanks to the Professor's golden arm. Yeah, but still. The only reason we even got his arm back was because the pawnbroker returned it. We got really lucky, that's for sure. Did you say my arm was returned by a pawnbroker, Mr. Wright? If I may ask, what is the particular story behind it? Emir got involved. Ah, don't worry about it, Professor. It's probably best if we just keep on moving. Yes, good idea, Mr. Wright. Let's go, Professor. What? There's fire in those statues? It would appear we've stumbled upon yet another very elaborate mechanism here. Ancient technology, you say? Hey, look! A spell! Check this out! Those plants are glowing! Maya, that's actually luminous moss. Even though the moss looks like it's glowing in the dark, it's actually reflecting the light from its surroundings. Its unique cells are responsible for the mysterious green color. So it's actually reflecting light. I must say that was an incredibly detailed explanation, Luke. Of course, I am the professor's apprentice after all. Look, check this out. If you poke the moss, it totally makes your finger glow. I say we try a little experiment. Stay still. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of moss all over you. That way you'll be as bright as the professor. No, that's not funny. Please put down that clump of moss, Maya. Looks like the tension level just took a big drop, huh? I think it's about time we saw some smiling faces, wouldn't you agree, Mr. Wright? Yeah, definitely. Having the whole gang together again is a reason enough to smile, alright. Mr. Wright, let's give them some space and explore on ahead ourselves for the time being. Oh, are the kids getting separated now? And more importantly, how much stuff is in the room? There's a hidden puzzle. And there's probably a plot puzzle. You throw off the numbers. Now it's not divisible by 3 anymore. Professor, look! There's a puzzle hidden here. And quite an ancient one at that, my boy. I do wonder what sort of puzzle this could be. Most fascinating. I'll solve it straight away, Professor. Oh no! It's a giant salamander. And I don't just mean regular giant salamander-sized. This one is actually bigger than a person. Bigger than humans normally are. An enormous monster is after. Look! Touch the bomb icons in the touchscreen to drop a bomb in the monster's path. Find the path that will drop all of the normal bombs. After they've all been dropped, touch the golden bomb to deliver the final blow. Oh, it's a one-stroke puzzle. And look is here. This T-shape. I mean, it's not exactly a T-shape. I see. We're doing sort of, well, kinda close to a spiral. What's a Clodsar doing in Galar anyway? Oh, can't hit the same node twice. Maybe it's closer to Cogshair. It doesn't have the... Oh wait, the ribs only come out sometimes anyway. And it's purple. Which Paldeon isn't, but at least they're poison type.
See what you think of this. As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
Now, where's the main thing? There's darkness and some kind of tablet. Professor, it looks like there are letters of some sort etched into this stone slate. This would appear to be some kind of ancient script. A real shame we can't read it. Mr. Wright, surely you remember my occupation, do you not? Oh yeah! You said you're an archaeologist, right? And that means you can actually read it. I cannot say for certain, but I will do my best to see what I can decode. Give me one moment. This word here could be a euphemism for sex, death, or pooping, so it could be a cursed tomb, a bedroom, or a toilet. I'm referencing something that was some kind of post on the internet, like a realistic linguist in a horror movie or whatever. So the professor is an archaeologist trying to uncover the secrets of magic. Sounds like something out of a movie. Hey Nick, what are you and the professor doing over there? We found some ancient writing on this stone slate. The professor is attempting to decipher it right now, so keep your voice down. It's so cool, in a really sciencey, geeky kinda way. Hey, where are Spella and Luke? Oh, them? They're over by the water trying to wash all the moss off Luke. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you must have had something to do with that, Maya. My apologies for the wait. I have managed to decipher the script. Wow, amazing, Professor. So, don't keep us waiting. What's it say? Is it a clue about witches and magic? Or maybe it's Bezella's secret evil plans for taking over Labyrinthia? I am afraid not, Miss Faye. This slate appears to be a warning. A warning, Professor? Yes, allow me to read it aloud. Heed these words, those who enter through these gates of destruction. Oh, it's an ancient radioactive waste storage. Do not proceed any further, or you will soon find yourself haunted with memories most terrifying. Oh no, it's a cognitohazard vault. When this gate is opened and the dreaded sound heard once more throughout, the calamity shall befall us once again. The inner sanctum has been locked with the 3 seals. The first is the seal of Leviathan. Oh, are there sea monsters in this game? Second is the seal of despair. The third is the seal of sages. Leave these seals in peace or face the dire consequences. Heed this warning well. Calamity? Haunted with memories most terrifying? Do you think it means Bezella? If we continue on to the beginning, will we end up finding the real Bezella? Going strictly by what we've heard so far, I would say that is the most likely scenario. But Bezella is the one responsible for the appearance of witches and all the other misfortunes we've seen so far. Yet what's written on this slide seems to say the opposite. It's almost like Bezella was actually sealed away. And long ago, someone must have been able to break that seal and release her. That would explain why Bezella is on the loose again. Guys, what should we do? I say we go on. Espella? Didn't we all agree that we would seek out the truth no matter what? If that's the case, then we cannot just turn back now. Right you are, Espella. We cannot abandon our duty and turn back, although the road ahead may be fraught with danger. It is unlikely that we will have another opportunity like this to find out the truth. Yeah, we only have until the start of the parade. It doesn't give us much time. We have to find some decisive clues here. Like finding out who released Bezella from her prison. Alright then, it's settled. Come on guys, let's saddle up. Too right, let's get going. This isn't good terrain for horses. First is the seal of Leviathan. I believe it may be referring to this very river. Perhaps we can find a clue somewhere nearby. Alright, but it's been somewhat long now, so see you next time.